Welcome to World Update on the Persecuted Church with Release International. Coming up in this edition, beaten for his faith in the communist nation of Laos.
They asked me to sign a piece of paper that say that to stop to be Christian because Christian is not good or not right for Lao people. I didn't sign because my faith.
And grateful for your prayers, the pastor who's just been released in Azerbaijan. But first, Pakistan. A Release International partner narrowly escaped death when his car was attacked as he tried to rescue a Christian teenager from extremists. The lawyer was helping a 19-year-old woman who'd been abducted, raped, forcibly converted to Islam, and married against her will to a much older Muslim man. Joseph Francis was taking her to a safe house when radicals forced their car off the road. They were rescued by a police car on routine patrol. Lawyer Joseph Francis says Christian persecution in Pakistan has got much worse since 9/11.
In the forced conversion and blasphemy is a very big problem in Pakistan. During the Pervez Musharraf Hukumat, around about 187 cases are registered against Christian, Muslim and Hindus. Blasphemy cases. During Pervez Musharraf, 10 people is murdered involved in blasphemy cases. I asked before in the 52 people is murdered, attack to the churches, hospital and school. No compensation. And Christian and blasphemy and forced conversion is very big issue. Mostly young girl and young boys, 4 to 15 years, Christian in the rural area, kidnapped, then is sale, purchase the arms, fanatic groups.
Laos now. Release International is increasingly concerned about 15 Christian families who've been arrested and could be repatriated to neighbouring Vietnam. The authorities seized 58 believers from the Hmong tribe, including women and children. Many are thought to have fled persecution. If deported, they're likely to face brutal treatment, even death. The authorities have also sentenced 9 church leaders to 15 years in jail because their ministries had grown beyond acceptable levels. Laos embraced communism when its North Vietnamese neighbour defeated America to unite the country under the hammer and sickle. And like Vietnam, the Lao authorities believe the United States is supporting Christians as a way of continuing its campaign against communism. So some Christians, especially those who obey Christ's command to share their faith, are regarded as enemies of the state. Kamsai was an animist who believed in the spirit world. When 10 of his 15 children died, he believed they'd been killed by spirits. So he sought out a Christian pastor to pray for his family. The dying stopped, and Kamsai became a Christian. Now he prays for the sick, and they get better. People come to him to find out about Jesus. He brings them to the Lord. So the police threw him in jail without trial for bringing foreign religions to Laos. In his stinking cell, he started leading the prisoners to Jesus. So his guards beat him almost to death. He's been jailed 3 times, but that hasn't stopped him. He's established house churches in 18 villages with 540 members.
When I am in the jail, that very small room and very dark room, and no air inside, very, very bad smell because like toilet room there. When we lie down or sleep, we cannot sleep.
And in that cell you shared your faith with other prisoners. Can you tell us about that?
There are 8 prisoners there, and I share Christ to them. So 5 of them really receive Christ as their Lord.
What happened to you when they found out that you were sharing your faith with the other prisoners and leading them to Jesus?
After I share Christ to some prisoner there, and the police took me to interrogate one more time. They said that I bring people to know Christ. I pay money for them and ask them to be the member of Christian and deal against the government. I said no, I didn't do that. And they hit my head, they kicked my shoulder, and they kicked my bottom, and also my chest.
Did they ask you to sign a piece of paper to say that you would no longer share your faith with others?
They asked me to sign a piece of paper that say that to stop to be Christian because Christian is not good or not right for Lao people. I didn't sign because my faith.
We'll hear about the remarkable work Kamzai is doing today later in the program. First, some good news from Azerbaijan. Pastor Zaur Balayev, who was jailed for his faith, has been released. The Baptist House Church leader was among 59 prisoners set free in an amnesty. It follows a campaign by Release International's partners. In May last year, police broke up his Sunday service, arrested the pastor, and ordered his congregation to disperse. Even under constant surveillance, Pastor Balayev managed to share his faith with other prisoners. Before his release, he said, "They respect me, for I live as a true believer. Spiritually, I feel the abundance of God's grace. I am one loved by Jesus. I am here with Jesus Christ, and we suffer and rejoice together." His release was filmed by media. They promptly switched off their cameras when the pastor said he was grateful to Jesus for his freedom. A prisoner who came to faith in Christ was released at the same time. Pastor Balayev presented Saeed, seen here in the red shirt, with a Bible. Over the past 15 years, Christians in Pastor Balayev's village have endured police raids and their properties been destroyed. They have been sacked from their jobs, and the authorities have withheld birth certificates from children with Christian names. Without a birth certificate, those children will be denied schooling and hospital treatment. Pastor Balayev earlier thanked Christians for praying for him behind bars. If you'd like to receive a regular email alert of prisoners of faith who need your prayers, then just go online to the Release International website and click on Downloads, Prisoners of Faith. Finally, we return to Laos and Pastor Kamzai. Undeterred by 3 prison sentences, he's caring for a string of house churches and seeing remarkable healings in answer to prayer.
I take care with some member around 18 villages, 540 members. Each village are very far each other, and we cannot go by car, by motorbike. We just walk, and sometimes we go and meet each other by the night time. At least 1 week, I visit just only 2 or 3 places. One miracle I see that one patient that he go to hospital and he didn't get help, he didn't get better, and also he went to enemies and enemies cannot help, so he come to God and I just pray, but God doing that thing and the miracle with that patient, and many people see that Jesus is God, is true God, and many people want to become Christian, to accept Jesus as their Lord.
Please pray for Kamzai and the Christians of Laos, that God would strengthen them, increase their faith and the power of their witness, and pray that the communist government would realize that Christians who love God will serve their nation too. Through our partners, Release International is working to support the Christians of Laos, Pakistan and Azerbaijan. Please join us in partnering with the persecuted church, praying for them, providing for them, and being inspired by their remarkable faith and overcoming spirit. That's it from this edition of World Update. To find out more, sign up for Witness magazine, available from www.releaseinternational.org. Goodbye and God bless.